Hello, welcome to the Friday. It's Friday, right? Friday edition of the No More Dawdling show, if we can call it that. I would just put a link in the chat for just one question survey type poll thing. I was trying to figure out if I should hold my regular Sunday stream or not, because the Authortube virtual retreat is going on, which I have put the playlist for Saturday and Sunday, both the workshop and the sprinting playlists in the description, so you can find those. And they essentially have 1 hour long sprint sessions from like 7 a.m. Eastern to like 9 p.m., 9 or 10 p.m. So there are going to be sprints for sure. But I wasn't sure if people wanted like because with the 1 hour sprints, you maybe get a couple of sprints in versus like my 3 hour window. We could do several. So I wasn't sure if people wanted like their normal schedule or if people wanted like some just to do the virtual retreat, because there's also going to be panels all day long. So I put the poll link in the chat. It's a Google form. I'm not collecting your emails for it. You're not required to do your email. It's just like a, click yes or no. And let me know kind of what you're at, because I've created the stream, but I have it unlisted because I wasn't sure if people would want it. So it won't be a problem if I need to either delete it or make it public. So up to y'all. And I will kind of remind y'all and put the link in as more people pop up today. But yeah, so that's in the chat. And how are y'all? I know that was sort of like business. No, but how are y'all? I'm hoping that today's Friday is going well for you. It feels like it's a day. I don't know why. Maybe because I just didn't want to get out of bed because my bed was comfy. Devin says, hello. Better days are here. Is here. Hello. Hannah is here. Hello. Hello, hello. Devin says, Hannah the rock star. CB is here. Hello. You hate planning. Kai is here. Hello. Devin says, me too. My plans usually fall apart. I get that. Chloe says, hi. Hello. CB says, let me rephrase. You hate replanning. You had your nano project planning done, early, and then you decided you didn't want to write a WWE fanfic because the product is unwatchable or unreadable, and you don't really care for it. You had a much better idea for a pepperoni fanfic because pepperoni is your jam right now. The McMahons, not sure how you'd pronounce that, will still be in the thick of the story, but it means you need to redo your entire plan. Charlie, hey. CB doesn't have the brains to be a pantser. I'm not sure it takes brains. In fact, it may. I don't know which plotting or pantsing. I don't know which one activates more of your brain over the long term. But I feel like the pantser has a lot more editing to do later. So maybe, I don't know. It's either one. You have pros and cons. Charlie just finished your video for Orla Hart's anthology and it's exporting now. Can't wait for all of us to see it. It's exciting. I still need to work on mine. Charlie is here. Hello. I think I already said hello. I can't remember. Oh, good. I brain. Hannah asks, what is everybody working on today? I am working on editing the last 100 pages of this manuscript. And the way that it has been going, if I continue to edit at the rate I'm doing, I will be done probably on Sunday. So that's exciting. Then I can start the new week with the draft 2. Planning your pepperoni fic for Nano. It's called Bed of Roses. Ooh, and you have a cute idea for the poster. Nice. Yes, I'm very excited to see Charlie's anthology contribution. I don't know why that took me, like, that felt like it was going to come out wrong. So, words. You could do a pepperoni WWE crossover. That is true. That is also very true. CB goes, I am, sort of. I like this idea. Kai says, sorting and editing from your folder of random scenes. Yes. Yes. Sarah is here. Hello. Sarah, I was just perusing through your Instagram, and I was very jealous of all your washi tape, which I know I had asked you about before. So I was just stalking you on Instagram. No big deal. Devin, Tony Stark competes in an Iron Man match. Oh, that would be funny. Amy is here. Hello. You're going to work on your new website for your book editing business and on drafting the first book in a paranormal romance series. Ooh, exciting. Do you have a editing business name yet, or is that part of your reveal that you're doing for the website? Let us know if you can, if you feel like it. Nicole is here. Hello. Hello, hello. Because he totally would cheat by using the suit for the Iron Man competition. Yes. It does sound exciting, Hannah, for Amy's new website. You're going to have Pepper wrestle. Interesting. Lots of things going on. That is something you would pay to see. Lol. Pepper could use salt as a weapon. Very true. Or pepper, appropriate. Christine Everhart did something that almost ended Pepper's relationship with Tony, and she's furious about it. So since Vince McMahon was friends with Tony's father, it would be way too easy. Yes. Okay, so that was where I put the link in the chat to the survey. So if you have not already taken it, please do. That way I can have a better sense of like what people are interested in, having the regular 3-hour stream on Sunday or attending all of the different sessions, and sort of the shorter sprint sessions for the virtual retreat. You're excited about your website. You just hate putting it together. Not your favorite thing to do, but you will muddle through. Yeah, I know I have to do a rehaul of my website, but I don't feel like it just yet. So, all right, I'm going to say hello to people I have not said hello to, and then we will go ahead and get started on the first sprint. Megan is here. Hello. Petra is here. Hello. Lauren as well. Awesome. Hello. Eva is here. Good morning or afternoon, whichever it is for y'all. Sylvia is here. Hey, lady. Hello. 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 Every time I see your profile picture, I think it's so cute. I love your bangs in the picture, and I tried for the longest time to have bangs, and I would forever just like swoop them to the side, and so they would just like stick up in random places. So I am not a bangs person. I just can't do it. But I love your picture, and I every time I see it, I'm like, should I cut bangs? No. But I always like, every time I see a good bang or a good fringe, I'm like, I want them so badly, but they don't work on me. So Caitlin, hello. Hello, hello. Nikki is here. Hello, welcome. So close to the end. Yes, exactly. But it's taken me forever to get here. So I'm happy that I'm finally on a roll with this editing. Shadowheart is here. Hello. You totally stuck playing our IGs just to look at washi. Yes. So Amy's editing business is Sage Wood Editing Services. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Abigail is here. Hello. How many days do we have left until your book launch? It comes out on the 18th, and we are having the launch party on the 19th on your channel, right? Do I have that right? Laura is here. Hello. You never had to tag a story video. That is a good question. Snurtle is here. Hello. Can't stay today, but get all the words, and may your muse be ever present. Thank you for that lovely blessing. Yes, we need that. Draft 3 is going to be almost complete. Almost a complete rewrite again for Chloe. Oh no. Bangs, the struggle is real. Yeah. So that was definitely one of the things that because my mom has always had bangs, and so I always wanted to have bangs when I was younger. So I was like, I want to look like mom. And then when I got them, which the first ones I cut myself, without permission or without telling anybody, so they were not good bangs, shall we say that? But even when I did them, at the hairdressers, they did not turn out well. So I'm just not a bangs person, I guess. All right, we are going to have a 15-minute. I'll just go ahead and start us off with the green. And if you haven't taken the little survey, please do so. It is in the chat here. But just let me know your opinion for holding the regular stream or letting Authortube virtual thing be itself and all that. All right, so make sure that you are hydrated and make sure that you have saved your document. And we are getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All righty. There we go. That's the button I want. So, apologies for the weird technology issues. I don't know what's wrong with our sand timer. It apparently does not want to work today without doing all kinds of glitching. So, goodness gracious, yes. And then I didn't know how many minutes were left, and it had the glitch included the numbers. So I couldn't figure out how many minutes were left. So thankfully somebody was paying attention and said there were about 8 minutes left. So I added an additional 4 to the 4 that I just kind of stuck in there for the lava lamp timer. So goodness gracious. Let's see. So yes, thank you, Kai, for letting me know how many minutes were left. And Megan is having to get ready for some work. Too much. There's a lot of studying, and today you have tests, I guess, over the training material that they've been giving you for your new job. It's just not fun, y'all. You'd much rather be writing. Very true. So Bethany is here. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I think Sid popped in at the very beginning of the sprint. So hello, Sid. And somebody else popped in. Who was it? Bella. Bella popped in. Hello. And yes, so Devin and Bethany and Hannah were all saying hello. CB got 297 words. Very awesome. And Pepper gets a job at Stark Industries in the secretarial pool, and then her worst nightmare comes true. Aldrich finds her and attacks her in the office and sends her flying backwards into Tony. Sounds like a dramatic scene. Shadowheart, all I managed to do was figure out a title for your new project. Sadly, you've got to go for now. All righty. Well, thank you for joining us, and I'm glad you figured out your new title. Yay. Yes, have a good day. And Bethany says, Hannah, Devin, Abigail. Every stream is like a family reunion. True, very true. Sid says, no words, just waking up. Sid is super tired. All right. Also, Sid is doing a stream right after me, so at 3. So remind me, I can't run over today. So that means I got to start my goodbyes a little earlier than I normally do because I'm terrible at goodbyes. But yes, so I will put the link to that in the chat, and when it's closer to the end of the stream. So yes, always so exciting. Bella rewrote and edited a paragraph and added 21 words. Excellent. Yes, I also love the good family reunion here on the internet. Sometimes it's just as entertaining as a real family reunion, although, you know, after you generally get to know people when they come in a little bit more than some of your distant cousins, kids, siblings, you know, significant others. And they're like, don't you remember? And I'm like, no. So yeah, Sarah is working on the last scene in the second draft. Ooh, so close to being done. Excellent. So of course it's going slow. You know, relish the end, I guess. Managed to add 115 words and maybe figured out how to fix the ending. Yay! Had a few distractions, but you managed 169 words. Excellent. 375 for Charlie, and you started tagging that video. That shouldn't be so hard. Yeah, figuring out SEO for just like in general is difficult, and then once you start thinking about the things that pertain to particular videos is also hard. So Rosalind is here. Hello. Maybe we should come up with like a set of tags, like a set of like 10 tags or something that Orla can sort of push to everybody who's participating, if they want to use them for things that we know people are going to be searching for, or like make that as like the standard top 10. I don't know. Should we do that? Is that a reasonable thing? I don't know. Kai says, almost sorted out one of the documents that had been annoying you for a while and just got a few lines left to edit. Excellent. Jules, stream forever long. Awesome. Thank you for that endorsement. Yay. Yeah, so that was the, at the moment, if y'all want to see the results, how many results do I have? I have 17. So that's most of the people in the chat. So thus far, this is the yes, give me my normal schedule, normal Sunday stream is at 61%, and 38.9-ish say, no, let me go to the virtual retreats. So that is the pie slices. Rosalind says, hello. Your mother has a scary number of cousins. Yeah, so, and that's what, my mom is the second of 7 children. And so, like, they all have kids, and the grandparents have oodles and oodles of cousins. And so, yeah, there's so many cousins. There are so many cousins. And then when they get married and then they have kids their own, like, you know, that side of the family, it has traditionally been Catholic. So lots and lots of children. Lots of them. So Devin says, I have a scary number of cousins. Yes, exactly. Stacy is here. Hello. It would be nice, you know, it's flash fiction and the genres fit into it, but neither you nor TubeBuddy knows what stories should be tagged. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would think that you would want to do Authortube, of course, audiobook, anthology, and so each one of those separate, and then those 3 together as a separate tag. I would think that you would want to do flash fiction as another one, and then genres, maybe, because this is like free genre. So you could do all kinds of like horror or romance or whatever. So yeah. And I don't know, maybe narration is one because you're narrating your story. I don't know. Yeah, that's, if y'all can think of some additional tags that should be standard for like some searchable things when you are looking for Orla's audiobook anthology playlist that she's going to be putting together, what kind of tags would you be searching for in order to find those things? So if you think of a tag or a hashtag that we haven't like mentioned, or even if we have, you know, go ahead and put it in the chat. That way we can start thinking about compiling a list of maybe some searchable terms for it that we can all share for the tags. Yes, lots of cousins. Most of your cousins have children, so you don't even bother getting together. Your mom is 11 of 12. Yeah, most of the siblings had 5 kids, and those kids have kids. Yeah. Yeah. Why can't we do both? You're going to do retreat Saturday and Sundays. Your streams are in the evening okay, well, then yeah, absolutely. I just wasn't sure if people were like, I'm tired of sprinting. So yeah. Alrighty, and that looks like that's kind of the way that everybody is leaning, so I will just go ahead and take that stream for Sunday from unlisted to public, and then we'll be good. So, both of your parents have lots of siblings, yeah. Your mother is the 3rd, you think, of 6 kids. 2 of her brothers passed before you were born, so you're an only child. You were raised Catholic. You don't have anything like as many cousins on your father's side. Gotcha. You do genealogy. I think part of the reason is that you have no first cousins, even though your mom is a set of 10 cousins on both sides, and your dad is 1 of 10 on the other. Yeah, so it is definitely like genealogy is really interesting. We had my dad's side. I have a cousin who is also into genealogy, and she was Daughters of the Revolution or something. There's some sort of organization where you have to be able to trace your lineage back to the revolution of our country, of the US, and like you had to have a certain number of ancestors who were like lieutenant or above in the rebellion, like a revolution thing. I don't know. I don't understand it. But anyway, because of that, we have a much more detailed family tree than we thought initially. And so we definitely have some like weird names in there. So I should actually go like pull that for like character names at some point because they're kind of cool. But yeah, so my grandfather on my paternal side, so my dad's dad, was the youngest child, but he was he out of 11 or 14? So great granddad married one wife, had like 6 or 7 kids with her. She passed away. He married her sister and proceeded to have another batch of children. And so, yeah, so there's that. And so my grandfather is the youngest of that batch. So yeah, really interesting, weird family stories. So shout out to Jules for making sure everybody eats. Yes, please do eat. Please do eat. And eating is worth words according to our cheat sheet. So yes, absolutely. Your godmother is your mother's second cousin, and she's the eldest of 11. Yeah. Everybody has big families. You have 4 cousins that you know of. Yeah. Families are different. 7 cousins on your father's side, and you haven't met a single one. Ooh. Yeah, there are certain cousins that I don't have much contact with. My middle aunt on my father's side, so his middle sister, so he has an eldest sister, middle sister, and then him. She was diagnosed finally with schizophrenia, but she was growing up and becoming a teenager and developing all the symptoms of schizophrenia during the time when they were doing electroshock therapy, which they knew even as like they were doing it that it was harming her more. The doctors did, like the research had already been out, but that was just what they did. So essentially, when the grandparents were trying to treat her, they were making her worse. And so she and my dad don't get along because of some of the results of that electroshock therapy. And so that side of the family does not speak to our side of the family. So lots of things. Took a DNA test and found a sister you didn't know about. I saw something like that. And but then somebody also posted that they checked like 6 months later, and the DNA testing thing had like downgraded or changed the relationship from sibling to nephew for one of the people and so there were questions. So yes, pulling names from family trees. Awesome. Yes. Now that's what you read a book about. Yes, absolutely. Godmother is your mother's first cousin. Yes. Family tree has some crooked branches. Yeah. Well, one of my great uncles was a gambler on a riverboat. So like professionally, fun times. Weirdness, Also pull names for your family tree, looking for a good character namesake for great grandmother memory. Ooh, I love that. There was a book that the character's name was memory, but it was short for remembrance. And it was probably a middle grade book, but it was about the characters going west to create their own homestead, which, there are problems in that I realized much later. But I remember there was they were talking about when the trees would fall down and the tree root would still be open and there would be enough soil on it and whatnot to keep the tree laying flat. But then when they cut the top off, the tree would spring back up. And I remember reading about that, and I'd never heard about that. And then I went and asked my dad, who's a forester, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that happens all the time. That's why you never ever stand in a tree root hole, like when the tree is down. You just never do that because you never know when the soil is going to dry out enough to be light enough to like bring the tree back up, right?" Sorry, that was a weird tangent. Okay, let's sprint again because I need to do some work and I keep getting distracted. All right, let's go ahead and do a 25-minute with the llama timer. Llama? I wish there was a llama timer. Somebody should make me a llama timer. And no said, I'm not asking you to do that. Do 25 minutes. Ah, wait. Is it paused? Okay, I think it's paused. All right, so let's make sure that we have something to drink and make sure that you are saving your document. And we are going to go ahead and do this 25-ish minute timer. So, counting down. I'm sorry, I'm like weird today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Maybe. Yes, okay. despite knowing that it was coming, it still startled me. So, I have done a little over, I think I'm on 12 pages edited thus far. So feeling pretty good, but I've finished 2 scenes already. So I'm on to my 3rd scene of editing, which feels good. Sort of like the completion of the scenes. I think these are smaller scenes than the ones I had written in the front of the book. And I'm liking these scene lengths a bit better. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind for draft 2. So yeah. Heather came in. Hello. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. And hopefully we get all the stuff done. And Bella is having biscuits and tea, just like the British stereotype. Bethany had maintenance come in and you were stuck with doing that. Yep. You think you were going to work on the rewrite for the 2nd edition of the chain because you can't stop thinking about it. Interesting. Well, if you can't stop thinking about it, go for it. Mary is here. Hello. Writative is here. Hello. Howdy. Howdy, story folk indeed. All right, Charlie, if I named this novella The Bells and the Dragon, is that problematic in some way? Based on the title alone, it seems like a more of like a romance with more than one person or entity. Well, I should say more than 2 people or entities. So maybe, I don't know. That's just based on the title. I've seen some titles that are like that. But usually, so I don't know if that was sort of like what was tingling in the back of your brain as well. I don't know. It's always best to switch projects to the one you can't stop thinking about. Yes. It would put you out of the running for the Nobel's Prize. True. Very true. You go put yourself in the corner. No, I love puns. Puns are great. Puns are fantastic. Lol. You're welcome. Bells refers to drag queens in the story, if that makes a difference. It's a play on the Bible story Belle and the Dragon. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That would make a lot more sense in that context. Thinking Southern Bells. Yeah. I'm familiar with that story. You think it's a good title now that you know this, in despite of your earlier foolishness. Ate and drank and read and got absolutely 0 words edited. Well, but eating and I think reading should count for words too. So, if you want to go by the cheat sheet, you did lots of things. Kai finished the document. It's about halfway through another. Definitely more focused today than yesterday. Yay! Sarah got distracted by some house things, and then you did add 94 words to the scene. Excellent. You successfully fought with yourself for the whole sprint of the next project you were going to work on and fixated on the title to keep yourself from writing. The dawdling is now yours. Well, considering how many pages I've edited so far, quite possibly. Alley Cat got lunch and additional 50 words. Excellent. CB, Tony is working in the lab when a letter arrives for him, which is allegedly from Pepper. When Pepper brings him lunch, he confronts her about the letter. They have a blazing row and they break up. 416 words. Excellent. Fun times. All right, let's go ahead and do another 25. I think this might be our last because, me and goodbyes. And since I don't want to run into Sid's time. Got to make sure. Share the screen. All right, so make sure that you are saving your document. As we saw earlier with the sand timer, the technology glitches are around. So make sure that you save your document and you have something to hydrate with, whether that is water like me or tea like Bella, whatever it is, make sure you're hydrating. And we will go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! righty. That is the end of the third sprint. And we might have time for another short sprint, unless we get to chatting too much. I think I just hit the 20-page mark, which is awesome. Am I still in the same scene? Yes. No, I'm not. I finished that scene. I'm now in scene 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm now in the 4th scene for the day, which is awesome. But I had a page where I had quite a few notes and things that I am going to have to fix. So like lots of little scribbles. Lots of things. But I am finding sort of some things that I know I need to go back and add to previous conversations, some actions that my characters need to take in order for like things to make sense. Like I had my main character in the familiar sort of like watching over the Duke's encampment from like just beyond the edge of the clearing. And so then they start having this conversation and I'm like, well, but you really don't want to be having this conversation about how to sneak into the encampment, like right on the edge of the encampment. So you're going to have to sort of like peek over it and then like maybe withdraw a bit to discuss your options. So I like made a note to myself for that kind of thing. And then I had a description of one of the familiars for one of the divine characters, and so I described them on like page 400 and some as having heterochromatic eyes for the cat. And I was like, I don't think I remember writing this description like the previous time, so I either need to go back and add it or I just need to do away with it. So I need to go back and check my descriptions in the previous sections that had this cat and sort of like double check that kind of stuff. So I'm making progress. I'm making notes to myself, feeling pretty good about how the pacing, not necessarily for like this little teeny bit, but for the pacing in general for these last couple of chapters and scenes has been really nice. So that feels good. Yes. So, and thank you, Devin. I forgot to paste Charlie's Fanfiction Friday stream in the chat. So thank you, Devin, for looking out for us. And you got that. So is BC still on hiatus? I wasn't sure. And I could not find, when I put Sarah's channel link in, I couldn't find the stream for tonight. So I just put Sarah's channel in there. So I'm not sure. But those are some options for tonight, along with Charlie's 5 p.m. Fanfiction Friday. Nikki says, 3rd sprint and you haven't done a thing. You've been watching YouTube videos. It's research, right? Let's see. You were raised Baptist, becoming atheist in your 30s, so you were curious since you were Bibled hard in your early days. Belle and the Dragon story doesn't appear in Protestant texts. Interesting. That is, yeah, I hadn't thought about that. But yeah. WordStitch team is looking for guest hosts. Are they going on hiatus or for like the dates that they can't make it? I guess, maybe. But there is the Google sign-up sheet for that if you are interested. Thank you. And Writative asked if there was a schedule of Authortube streams, and there is a partial. I keep forgetting to email Kara and be like, hey, can you add these? But yes, Kara Brown started a spreadsheet, and she keeps it pretty up to date. So yeah, but there it is. It's one of the stories they cut out of the book of Daniel or added to it depending on your point of view. Gotcha. You had the lion's den one, but not the story about Belle. Eating the food or the dragon being poisoned with tar, hair, and fat. Interesting. I don't know that I've read that version, so you think you're going to use that. Go for it. Absolutely go for it. You read. Excellent. Yay. CB got 289 words. Excellent. Charlie scheduled social media posts and did little else. But hey, that's still productive. Let's see. Yes, we think you should use it for sure. Us? Chat too much? Never. Sid started a short story. Excellent. Fun times. And Sarah got another 100 words added. Yay! And also did a bit of research. Heather checked your emails, went through all the Authortube retreat stuff to make sure you have all your ducks in a row. You think so. And put a link to your workshop in the Authortubers Facebook group. Excellent. Yay! Fun times. Yes, so in case you've popped in sort of in the interim, in the description I have the playlists for both the panel discussions as well as the sprint streams for both Saturday and Sunday are in the description. So please do check that out if you have not already found the playlists elsewhere. Made sure you had all the reminders turned on for all of the sessions and made sure you were subbed to everyone. Yeah, that is a task. Did some research on web hosts. Ooh, fun times. So is that like the servers? Or is that sort of like Wix versus Blogger versus WordPress? Or Squarespace or whatever. Let's see, CB says, while Tony is talking to Bruce, Clint and Natasha about something. Pepper disappears. Tony had asked Happy to stay with her. Tony is so angry and worried that he fires Happy on the spot. Yes. Yes. Heather says, Charlie deserves a break or needs a break. Whatever you feel like. Yeah. Sarah doesn't usually list hers until about an hour before it starts. Okay, gotcha. I was thinking that was kind of what I had seen before. But yes. Yeah, so there are quite a few cats that have either heterochromatic eyes or they have sort of like one part of their eye will be hazel and the other part will be green, and then like the other eye. So it is something that occurs naturally in cats. And you can find instances of it on Instagram and elsewhere, and just look up cat heterochromatic eyes. And they're very cool, but I was just like, I don't know why I had this description 400 and some pages in and not before. So yeah, just a bit fun. Just a wee bit. Okay, so one of the Word Stitch hosts is pregnant. Yay! Congrats. They're looking for guest hosts to help out. Gotcha. Pretty sure the story of Belle and the Dragon is not in the Catholic version of the Bible either. I don't know. I mean, there are so many of like things that are up for debate about like the Dead Sea Scrolls and versus what went into the Bible after the 13th century with the Paris Convention of like them deciding what went in. There's whole debates about what should and shouldn't be considered part of the Bible, and everybody has an opinion about it, So, and usually the ones who are like, must take the Bible literally. Those are the ones with like the strongest opinions. But yeah. So Sako is joining for Fan Fiction Friday tonight. And a little ghost emoji. How cute. Sandy is pregnant, so they want to have a co-host in case she can't be on some of the streams. Gotcha. Co-hosting with them on October, right? Yes, October 12th. Is that, well, okay. See, now that I'm thinking more in terms of like UK and like America, it's sort of like the world versus the US weird way of doing dates. When I see like that, only the two, in fact, whenever I see the numbers, I always have to have the second of doubt because I'm like, so is this the American way or is this the like rest of the world way? because the US does something weird. I think because we were being contrary and we didn't want to be, like Britain, like the country that we broke away from. So we changed the way we did things for like really silly things, like the spelling of gray and dates. And so I always have to be like, so is this October or December when I see that kind of date? Not your fault, Nikki. That's just like the weird brain moment that I have, because I always had to explain to my students when we were doing MLA formatting for English papers that you technically are supposed to do the date more of the world way rather than the American way. And they're like, but why? I'm like, because it's an increasing. Anyway, yeah. Things, dates and time is weird. Think you're interested in coasting, but probably wouldn't be until December. So they had dates. I checked the screen and they had dates from like now until March, I think. So you should definitely check out the link that that Devin posted. CV says, I wish I could get a cat. Me too. I'm still waiting for my cat to show up. Because, I had several dreams in a row about this particular one-eyed cat that I knew he was mine. I knew it was a boy. It was like, you're mine. I get you. You're mine. And this was like several, like for almost a week running, I had dreams about this cat. I was like, I know that you're supposed to be mine. I can't see like when exactly you're supposed to be mine, but so yeah, one-eyed black cat will be mine eventually at some point. I don't know when he will arrive in my life, but he will. Devin says they need guest hosts for several months. Yes. 116 words and was a bit distracted. You might be the Apocrypha section, but it should be in there. Gotcha. Miss having a cat, even though your last one was Tara, you miss her. Yeah. So cute. It's been a while since you've read the adult version of the Catholic Bible. You're super allergic to the Bible or to the cat or to cats. Yes, the US way. Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Have a kid's Bible though. It's much easier to read. You have to move to a place. Had to move to a place that doesn't allow pets. Yeah. Here's thank you. Yes. All right, so there is the link for whatchamacallit, for the sign-up sheet, and here is the link for SIDS, so we can pop over there immediately after this, but we are closing in on the 3 o'clock time slot. So I will go ahead and thank you very much for joining me and helping me get some words written, even though they're like editing, but still I am now much closer to the end of my manuscript than when I started. So yay, I'm super excited. And thanks a lot. I hope you accomplished a good bit here today, and thank you for helping me vote, and I will go ahead and change Sunday's stream from unlisted to public right after I end this so that we can have our normal Sunday stream. If you feel like popping in, no pressure, no worries. I'm going to be editing, and I will probably finish the edits for this manuscript, for this draft on Sunday. So that's the goal. It's going to happen. All right. So thank you very much, and I will see y'all next time. And I will definitely see y'all in the chats tonight, and then in the chats tomorrow for the Authortube virtual retreat stuff.